So here we are. Hi everybody, I am Sara Berti from University of Parma in Italy. And today I'm going to tell you something about the Italian tools of the toolbox. So Italian tools to explore Educare in ECEC spaces. As Nima said, in EDUCAS, we explored experiences of people about ECEC spaces, and many tools were used during the project. Some tools were the same in all three countries, Italy, Belgium, and Lithuania. For example, the focus groups with teachers and families. And other tools were different. Different local tools have been developed in each country to be used in the specific local context. The local tools developed in Italy have been the following. Some are for adults and some for children. So to explore the experience of adults in ECEC spaces, we use observation and video observation and an online questionnaire. And to explore the experience of children in ECEC spaces, we use drawings and interviews and a three-dimensional model of the class. Now I'm going to briefly introduce all these tools, then I'll devote a little more attention to the 3D model because it is an innovative way to explore children's experience of the space. Yes. So let's start from observation and video observations. This is the procedure. First of all, the professionals choose a space to work on. Then they did individual observation of the chosen space, both writing on the observation grid, we will see it after, and taking photos and videos. Then they share observations and reflection in team. So professionals of the ECEC centers join University of Parma and reflect all together. Then the space has been redesigned, and then the process starts again. Again, individual observations, again, the sharing of observations and reflection in team, then documentation of the process, and then start again in a circular process. So the process is like this: individual observation, sharing of observation and reflections, redesign of space, again, individual observation, sharing of observations and reflections, documentation of the process, and so on. This was the observation grid. We had 4 pages. And teachers wrote on this grid what they observed in the welcoming space during the welcoming moment, because the space chosen in Italy was the welcoming space. And when children arrived and families arrived and okay, so this was the procedure. We built a three-dimensional model of the class using polystyrene, glue, balsa, wood, and acrylic colors. The three-dimensional models represented the class in scale, structure, furnishing, and colors. There were all the specific space of the class, as playing spaces, reading corner, including also eating, sleeping, and toilet space. And we asked to each child individually to place in the model some Playmobil dolls to represent, first him or herself, then the 2 professionals of the class, and then 3 school friends. Then we asked the child what each Playmobil doll was doing and why it was placed there. This is a picture of Tommaso, a child from Turin, that is playing with the 3D model, and he placed his characters, his Playmobil dolls, in the space. So now I have another question for you. Now that I explained you the activity, where do you think children placed themselves? Now I ask for the help of Alicia again. You can click on the link in chat to connect to Mentimeter, I think, or go to www.menti.com and insert a code, I think. Okay, and then vote among the options. Let's wait for. Okay. You can click on the link in the chat, and then you can vote. You can choose among entrance, reading corner, art and music corner, play spaces, corridor, eating room, sleeping room, or toilet. And then you have to submit. And we are going to see what do you think. Okay, so we have a reading corner. 3 people thought about play spaces and 1 sleeping room. Let's see what children choose actually. These are the choices of children. 51% choose the sleeping room. Then the second choice has been the reading corner. Then eating room, 12%, the toilet, 9%, and play spaces is the last one. We have been surprised, but that's it. Let's come back to the presentation and I will show you what children choose. So I share again my screen. These are the spaces chosen for the child himself. At first place, the sleeping space, 51% of children. This has been very, very interesting for us because this is a very relevant space for them. Then reading space, 14%. Then eating space, 12%. Toilet space, 9%. Playing spaces at the 5th place. Working at the table, the 2%. Then children choose other spaces as near the window or at the center of the room. And nobody chose the music space. Let's now see which spaces have been chosen for the friends. They have to place also 3 friends. At first, again, sleeping space, the 33%. Then playing spaces, 14%. Then again, toilet space and eating space. So it was very surprising, but they choose always spaces for routines, sleeping, toilet, and eating. Then 7% didn't position the friends. 6% choose other spaces, then reading space and working at the table and music space. Let's see the spaces chosen for the professionals. We have sleeping space at the first again. Then other spaces, because professionals have been placed often, for example, near the door waiting for the parents, or at their table working or doing documentation and so on. At the third place, toilet space, 12%. Again, toilet, sleeping and toilet also for professionals. Then working at the table, looking after children, some not position, reading corner, eating spaces, music space, and nobody put the professionals in playing spaces. These are the results from children. Let's see some of their composition of their putting those in the space, in the three-dimensional model. This is Alice, 3 years old, from Italy. They are all from Italy. This work has been done also only in Italy. Alice, 3 years old, my friends and I are in the sleeping room. Teacher Lisa is covering us with sheets and Teacher Mickey is taking pillows for us. Alessio, 4 years old, I'm in the in the toilet doing pee, and my friend Gabriele is next to me doing poo. Eating space, Margarita, 5 years old. I'm sitting at the table eating, and the other kids are sitting at the table with me, while the teachers that are on the left are sitting in another table taking coffee. Reading space, Amélie, 5 years old. Teachers are sitting in the reading corner reading a book, and all children listen to fairy tales. Playing spaces. A few children chose also playing spaces. Mosè, for example, 5 years old. I'm in the loose parts play corner because I like to play there. Mattia, Tobia, and Alessandro are playing with me in the same corner, all close. And other spaces, for example, Gabriele, 5 years old. I'm in my favorite space here near the balcony because I like looking outside and I like going outside a lot. And Giacomo, 5 years old, the teachers are near the door waiting for parents who bring children to school. So this activity let us know which is the point of your children about their spaces of the class. We also investigated which relationships were represented in this space. We can see that there is also the Italian translation, but don't mind. 41%, the majority put themselves alone. The participant put the dolls of him or herself alone. Then the second and the third choice were participant with all the 3 friends and participant with all friends and also professionals. Then other combination, for example, participant with 1 friend or with 1 professional or with 2 professional, or mixed situation with some friends and some teachers. And the last one, participant with only 2 friends. So the need for privacy and moments alone has emerged, as well as the pleasure of being with friends and teacher. As for drawing, it emerged the need of children to sometimes stay alone or with less children. So I told you many things and I ask you, after all this input, what you would like to say or ask. You can write something about this breakout session on Italian tools. I'm going to put this link in the chat. Just a moment. Then you can click on the bottom right on the symbol and you can write something you would like to share with the other participants. So I stop my sharing and I give you the link in the chat. Okay. Chat here. Okay, you can click on the link. No, I did not. Okay, here we are. You can click on the link and I share my screen again. Also, if you have any question about the tools, the results of the research, you can click here.
Use your sofa and you want
Sara, can you share with us the link for Padlet? Not for, because you shared the Jamboard link.
I put Jamboard. Oh, sorry.
No problem.
Okay, sorry. Padlet. Okay. I can do it. Yeah. This is the right link. Okay, I read some post-its. Very interesting how children will choose something else than a play space. Yeah, that's right. They need to be alone, calm and tranquility. Yeah, it emerged. Very nice to see how children are choosing. Yeah. I can also see it with my child who wants to play with some grown-up stuff, not toys. Yeah. Very nice to see how children are choosing their favorite space. It's so important to know that children actually need some time alone. We are always thinking of the play as an important activity, especially in a group. And you're still writing, I wait. Oops, okay. This gives some dirt to reflect, reconsider and develop. So we are always thinking of the play as an important activity, especially in a group. This gives some dirt to reflect, reconsider, and develop space for personal time. Yeah, I think it's very important. Listening to children, it emerges a lot, both in drawing and with the three-dimensional model. So I think that's all. We are together. We have just 1 minute, I think, Alyosha. We had 4 minutes, so it was 40 minutes, not 35. And so what can I say? If you have any question, or we can take a little break before coming back to the whole session. Oh, there's another post-it. I cannot access the Padlet. No, your access is.
No, I posted it from chat.
Ah, okay. I wanted to say that I think grown-ups could also benefit from reflecting through a 3D model. I used some time like this at work to redesign our team room twice. Okay. Okay, thank you. So that's all, I think. I stop sharing my screen. So thank you all. If you have any question, we have other 3-4 minutes, or we can take a little break before coming back to the plenary. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you in the main session soon.